Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1, and as you may know, I love the vampires that are coming out, and because of that, I'm trying to stock up as many stones as possible so that I can summon on that banner without feeling too guilty and hating myself the next day. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to max out this marriage challenge because we do have the rings for it. I don't know if we have the characters for it. That is going to be interesting. But the rewards for these quests are absurd. You get rings, earrings, and summoning stones. It must be my birthday because that is all of the things that I currently want to try to get. So the important thing to know about the quests is that the quests are based on the number of marriages, and we need to do 41 more of them. However, the actual rank is based on the level of the traits that you are marrying off. We're currently level 28 on this challenge. I honestly don't care how high we get, I just want all of this. So if I can get higher on the other thing at the same time, that's great. I'm sure the rewards are going to be totally welcome, but I have hard choices to make. And the reason I have hard choices to make is because I am just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. Spare me my life from clearing my box out of all of the Ascension materials that I don't have to begin with. What we do have is a whole Messerschmitts of Griffin characters that are like a 1-star and 2-star. And yes, that is a word. Don't you judge me. So those are going to be the first to go because IDGAF. Green Aesons and things, probably going to be outie. And we also have a ton of Yevnayans that are just chilling. Now, I'm going to do a little testing here because you get an extra boost if you marry and get a hybrid. And so I'm thinking I'm going to marry little tiny greens to other little tiny greens and try to get a hybrid, and then I'll get that boost, and when I get the boost, I'll try to transfer that onto one of my better guys because you can do a marriage now without even transferring traits. I think if I go for the hybrids first, I will be getting more value per ring, so we'll see how that do. And before we get like totally super deep into the video, I have had some questions about what server I'm on and how people can get in touch with me if they have questions. From now on, I'm going to be leaving the official Discord link down in the description, and you can join up there and find me as RagePanda1 on that Discord, and I am always happy to answer questions for you and try to give you advice to the best of my ability. Now, I obviously have blind spots in my knowledge just like every single other person, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. If you feel like your thing is working better than what I say to you, then you should do what you want to do, not what I'm telling you to do. I'm on server 331 on my free-to-play account, which is mostly the only one that I play. My secondary account is on 363, where I am also RagePanda1. That one is not free to play. I have spent $20 on that account. If there's enough interest and a lot of people want to play with me here on server 331, then I would be totally happy to start my own guild. We can have a little Rage Panda Friends guild and we'll all work together to do cool stuff. So if there's enough interest, we're going to make that happen. But now, on with your regularly scheduled shotgun weddings. All right, are we going to get a hybrid? Do you believe? If you believe in miracles, then you're obviously wrong because I didn't get a hybrid. It was not a miracle time. Easiest hybrid of my life. No. Nope. If I had this many failed marriages in real life, I would have given up on love a long time ago. I should be clear about the fact that what I'm doing with my wedding rings is not necessarily a great investment. Just so nobody else rushes out and wastes all their materials. If you want to do the quest like I want to do the quest, then you go ahead and do it. But mostly I'm interested in testing if I get her a hybrid, will she get a huge boost, and can I then transfer that onto somebody else? And then I increase the amount that I'm getting from a random green person considerably. That's the only reason I care about doing this. I want her to be purple, but you know what? I'll put a Karg in here and then she will immediately become a hybrid because that's the one that I don't want because I've seen it 1,000 times. Oh look, it is a hybrid. Can somebody call me Miss Cleo? Call me now for your predictions on when you're gonna get a hybrid. I can't do the voice. And also, none of you know that reference. Are you as old as me? Do you remember Miss Cleo? Okay, so she did get a huge boost. She got around 4 levels for doing that. So now we're gonna take a normal one of her and marry it to one of my slightly higher guys without transferring any traits. And we'll see what we get. And then we're going to marry her on there. and see what we get. It's fine. It's fine. I love Valley of Conquerors, even though it is emotionally damaging me because my alliance is getting 50 points a minute right now, and also it locks me out of doing all the upgrades I want to do. It's fine. It's fine. You know? Look at this. Look at this actual nightmare, by the way. Every time I have the energy available, I'm going and I'm clearing this whole thing out, and more than once, I've cleared all of this out and half of another one all by myself, and then I come back in 15 minutes just to check, and it's all gone already. And it's really hard for me to want to even keep trying. I'll be honest with you. But hey, I'm rank 15, really crushing it there, really doing it. Okie dokie, Smokey Joe, we got a test on our hands now. So here's how we're gonna run it. We are going to grab our female Ignis, and we are going to marry her to a random green fellow. Why not? We'll go with this Karg boy. Now, if we don't click any of our traits down here, it'll give us an extra dialogue box. It also gives us an extra dialogue box because the other guy's traits are all lower level. We'll confirm that. And we haven't selected a trait, so nothing will be replaced, but we will still gain vigor. It's a good thing to know that you have that option. And she will get probably up to 1 level. Yes, she is level 1 vigor. So then, if I choose my male griffin, and then we have this lady who has 6 levels of vigor. Look at her, she's so cute. With the horns and all of that, looking like an evil demon. All right, so we'll just marry that off. And again, we're not going to click any traits. And then he's going to go to level 6. So I suppose that's a minor hack. It doesn't really do that much for you, but you can farm hybrids on the lower level characters, which inevitably increases the total vigor that you're going to get because you can transfer the vigor onto these bigger characters. I'm not 1000% sure that it's worth doing that. It took me like 9 or 10 marriages to get the hybrid, but if you get lucky with it and it procs a lot, then it's going to be great. At the same time, using the rings just for mythics that you farmed from your companions is, in general, a better play. But for now, I'm going to actually get people's traits upgraded to where I want them to be, and then we'll go back to doing the lower level people. All right, this is not a perfect brutal. It's only 17, but again, we're trying to save some resources here. So we're going to go ahead and click off Noble, and we are fine with getting Agile. We want to get Brutal, and if we get Bestial, then we will jump off of the nearest bridge. Hey, we got the Brutal. Of course, we would also like to upgrade her other traits. At her level, that small athletic is doing just about 0. We're running out of swarthy gentlemen to marry her off to. On the surface, this one seems like more of a risky play because we could get literally anything, and who knows. But the fact of the matter is that any of these is going to be better than a level 8 Fierce, because level 8 Fierce is just not as good. Hey, it worked out! You know what? I believe. I'm a believer. Well, that was unexpected and a happy surprise. Now I think we have one more option for her, like one more dude to marry. I almost don't want to marry this guy off just because he's already noble and confident, but to actually ascend him to the point where that matters is a little rough, but he's probably worth saving. But at this point, we're marrying just to marry, and it doesn't really matter if we get crap, because we already have crap. We have a giant pile of manure for a trait, because level 8 athletic is not gonna help us. Level 17 athletic. All right, well, that is better. You know, it's not perfect. She's gonna be doing a lot more damage now because she just got all of these upgraded. She didn't have brutal before. All right, we're gonna attempt to get ourselves an energetic here. We are not hoping for agile or athletic. However, if I accidentally get agile, then I am going to probably try to get hexproof in the last slot. We'll see what happens. Well, we did not want that. It's not the absolute worst because it powers up his shields a little bit, but it's pretty not good at our level. All right, this is my last chance. I'm trying to make a purple orc. I just want to make a purple orc. Come on, baby. Disappointment. My poor Yevnayan supply is getting all used up trying to make people pretty and purple, but it ain't happening. These hybrids are rare, man. Let's do that thing where we all believe at the same time again. And since we're all believing at the same time, it's gonna happen. I'm just trying to get combinations I haven't seen before. That's all this is. I'm not even actually sure what you get, like what the cosmetic look is for a dwarf. It would be great if it made him little. That would be great. Can somebody tell me why this male Tidestorm is exactly Ted Danson? Oh golly, oh gosh, we got ourselves into the hybrid. He looks exactly the same. I can't believe you've done this. Woo woo, we got another hybrid. Oh my goodness. He's a monster. This is Orc and Griffin. He's got the black painted fingernails because he just feels like he doesn't belong anywhere, you know? The Orcs hate him because he's not green. The Griffins hate him because of the atrocious smell. He's just got nowhere to call home. All right, let's see what the second green hybrid does for this lady. Takes her up to 8 vigor, which is definitely not as strong as the first time around, huh? Little bit of diminishing returns on that, but that's what I expected to happen. Up to level 10, she is oh so vigorous. And hey, what do you know? We got a ton of rewards for doing all of this. I gotta say that I'm not 1,000% sure that it was totally worth it, but this is a lot of rewards. This is worth a lot of value. And for most of these, I was getting 1 green champion and a wedding ring for, you know, 10 rings and 10 earrings. But now we've also got our 10 stones. You can see that we have 37 of them stored up right now. So we're going to get some summons going, not on this banner, but... And I have also been saving intimacy materials for quite some time now. So if we just look at what we got 613 rings, 440 earrings, 274 for the lockets. I also have quite a bit of charm materials stored up that I am going to need to use, but we're going to take care of that in between episodes. All in all, I had to do 41 marriages to finish that. And in doing 41 marriages, I only got 3 hybrids. When you consider that there was only 1 other trait that I could have gotten on each of those marriages, you can see how significantly the clan traits are reduced in a percentage to get them. Usually I think that's kind of okay. Like, that's pretty fine. But if you're going for it, man, that can be rough. In that case, it might be worth the extra rings to make sure you get specifically what you're looking for. A lot of people would probably say that I wasted a bunch of rings by doing what I did, but you know, I was willing to trade the rings for the rewards that I got because I'm not necessarily at the stage right now where vigor is making the difference between me winning and losing. I need to be able to do a lot more other things before that's going to be the thing that matters. And in that time, I'll be able to refresh the wedding rings that I spent there. I think the rewards are worth it personally. That doesn't mean that you have to go out and do it like I did. But I would like to thank you for watching the video. I have been Rage Panda 1, and I will see you in the next one.